SEGA Stuff review. This time it's Sonic Colors for the Nintendo Wii, developed by Sonic Team, released in November of 2010. This game takes place in an amusement park Dr. Eggman is built to show how sorry he is for all the bad things he's done in the past. But if you know Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman like Sonic does, then you know he's got something mischievous up his sleeve. Not completely convinced of Eggman's clearly heartfelt apology, Sonic along with Tails decide to figure out what's really going on. Although they look pretty far, I'm gonna find my way. Finding the truth that Eggman is capturing aliens called Wisps and using them for his own evil plans, Sonic sets out to stop the robot creating self-proclaimed evil genius. Alongside of Dr. Eggman this time around are two robots that do everything he tells them to. One of them who can't seem to get his voice quite right. I love this because it reminds me of the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons I used to watch back in the day. The story is told through cutscenes scattered throughout the game. They have some of the best graphics I've ever seen, especially when you consider it's running on the Wii's hardware. It's extremely polished and looks almost pre-rendered. The music is also top-notch, but when has it not been in a Sonic game? You can choose from any of the Wii's controller options, and I ended up playing it with the Classic Controller Pro. The controls aren't perfect, and I find myself having issues with controlling Sonic mid-air, but they're not horrible, and everything else about this game completely makes up for it. A lot like Sonic Generations, this game is both a 3D and side-scrolling Sonic title, so you get the best of both worlds. Only instead of choosing from modern or classic, you move from 3D to side-scrolling seamlessly in certain parts of the stage. The 3D view reminds me a lot of the Sonic Adventure titles in the series, and the side-scrolling areas are a lot like Sonic Unleashed. But no worries, there's no shape-shifting into werewolf hedgehogs, or as they called it, werehogs.
Next stop, welcome. Next stop, next stop.
This time around, the annoying, slow arm-stretching, vase-breaking levels are gone. Instead, you turn into different forms by collecting different colored wisps. These forms include the laser, the spike wisp, drill, as well as other forms. They give Sonic abilities to help him get to hard-to-reach platforms or find secret areas to snag up extra rings. If you're not a fan of the Wisp's powers, then that's okay, because it's almost completely optional in this game, and you can pretty much play it the way you want. With the map not unlike Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, this game has a lot of areas to choose from with several acts that give you a letter ranking after beating them. The multiple paths that you can take per level give this game great replay value, especially if you're someone who likes to collect everything in the game. I really like the stage complete screen as well. You can run around and destroy your score for prizes like rings or extra men. From Asian-inspired underwater levels to places made up entirely of sweets, the level design is amazing and the graphics are incredible. The backgrounds during the side-scrolling parts are even enough to make your mouth water. Donut. I find the bosses in this game to be a little easy. Probably the easiest of any Sonic game I've ever played even. The bosses are easy, but with the inclusion of awesome visuals and great music, these battles still feel epic and can be quite fun. and you want to take a break from foiling Dr. Eggman's plans, you can play some Sonic Simulator, which is a lot like the rest of the game, but with 8-bit versions of the songs from the main levels. You can even play with a friend where you're tethered together, a lot like Knuckles Chaotix from the Sega 32X. There's plenty to do for any Sonic fan, and for anyone who hasn't experienced the extremely radical Sonic awesomeness, this is a great start. This is one of my new favorite Sonic games, and I highly recommend you check it out. Sonic Colors for the Nintendo Wii.
Stop! I love stuff! The fireworks show game was great! Hey, how did you get all this stuff to blow up like that anyway? Loved it! By the way, can we destroy Sonic this time? No, I'm sorry.